Okay, coterminal angles and radians. When we want to find coterminal angles and radians, we add or subtract full revolutions, just like we did with degrees. But this time, a full revolution is no longer 360 degrees. When we're talking about radians, we're talking about 2 pi. So we're going to add 2 pi, subtract 2 pi. Okay, let's get started. We're going to calculate one positive and one negative coterminal angle for 3 pi over 4. I'm going to take 3 pi over 4 and I'm going to add a positive 2 pi. So I have 3 pi over 4. I'm going to add 2 pi. I'm going to do that using a common denominator. 2 pi is the same thing as 8 pi over 4. That gives me 11 pi over 4. Being able to add and subtract fractions will be helpful. One negative coterminal angle, you start with your 3 pi over 4 and you're going to subtract 2 pi. So I'm going to subtract 2 pi. 2 pi over 1 is the same thing as 8 pi over 4. 3 pi minus 8 pi is negative 5 pi over 4 is a negative coterminal angle with 3 pi over 4. One positive, one negative for negative pi over 2 pi over 3. I'm going to take negative 2 pi over 3 and I'm going to add 2 pi. Well, 2 pi in thirds is 6 pi over 3. Negative 2 pi plus 6 pi is 4 pi over 3. That's a positive coterminal angle. A negative coterminal angle is taking negative 2 pi over 3 and subtracting 2 pi. And that's going to give us negative 8 pi over 3. Okay, you go ahead and try this next one, and I will come back with an answer. Okay, a positive coterminal angle, rather than adding 6 pi over 3 to get 19 pi over 3, which would be a correct answer, I'm going to subtract 2 pi. And that's going to give me 7 pi over 3. 7 pi over 3 is a positive coterminal angle. I could also subtract another 2 pi, which would give me pi over 3. That one is also a positive coterminal angle. You could have added and gotten 19 pi over 3. There's an infinite number of answers, but I like either 7 pi over 3 or pi over 3 best because I'm going to end up having to subtract out anyway to try to get my negative coterminal angle. So I'm going to have to continue to subtract out these 2 pi's until I get a negative coterminal angle, which is negative 5 pi over 3. Now I like the pi over 3 angle. I'm going to draw that one. Pi over 3 is right here. So this is an angle in quadrant 1. This is pi over 3. Negative 5 pi over 3 is negative 1 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3. Negative 5 pi over 3 lands in the same exact place. Now what does 13 pi over 3 look like? 13 pi over 3 looks like positive angle with one revolution, another revolution, and a partial revolution. It's 6 pi over 3, 6 pi over 3, and a pi over 3. 6 pi over 3 plus 6 pi over 3 plus pi over 3. See, a full rev, and then a partial turn of pi over 3. We can graph the same thing. You're probably thinking, what does negative 2 pi over 3 look like? Well, I've got negative pi over 6, negative pi over 4, negative pi over 3, negative pi over 2, negative 2 pi over 3. Hot dog, right there, there's negative 2 pi over 3. That's this term right here, negative 2 pi over 3. Well, that's the same thing as 4 pi over 3. And it is. This would be 1 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3 would land in the same exact position. However, it would be making a counterclockwise turn from the positive x-axis versus a clockwise turn for the negative angle. And then negative 8 pi over 3 is just once around plus the negative 2 pi over 3. So it's once around, that's your negative 6 pi over 3, ta-da, plus another negative 2 pi over 3. So the red arc reflects 4 pi over 3, the green arc reflects negative 8 pi over 3, and the gray arc reflects the original negative 2 pi over 3 angle. They all fall in the same place. They all fall in the same place. So there's our coterminal angles. Okay, let's try another couple more. Actually, we did 13 pi over 3, so let's just try one more. Negative 2 pi over 5. Here, I'll erase this one because we already did this one. Let's try one more, negative 2 pi over 5. Make sure you've got it. Okay, welcome back. 2 pi would be 10 pi over 5. So I'm going to add 2 pi. That's going to give me 8 pi over 5. It's not a normal angle because our normal angles are unit circle angles, is what I like to call them, unit circle angles. We'll talk about the unit circles soon. Is pi over 6s, pi over 3s, pi over 4s, pi over 2s. Pi over 6s, pi over 3s, pi over 4s, pi over 2s. This is a pi over 5. So this is an unusual angle, but still an amount of radians that exists. Negative 2 pi over 5 plus 10 pi over 5 is 8 pi over 5. That's a positive coterminal angle. And then we have subtracting out a full revolution of negative 2 pi would give us negative 12 pi over 5. There's your positive and negative coterminal angle for each.